he was a golden retriever, and she was really grumpy, work only, I don't take holidays.
Hi folks, and welcome to the podcast. We have just finished Christmas just a few days ago, and it's in that, between Christmas and New Year's time where it's like you enter a time warp. We all know that, but it seems to be going slow for me this year.
Yeah.
I keep thinking it's New Year's Eve for days now. I keep thinking it's New Year's Eve. Is it I don't know what that says about me. I don't know whether I haven't slowed down, I'm in a hurry or what. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, but we have been trying to just relax and chill. And that's why we haven't done podcasts till now. But we wanted to update you on, this is just a book chat. We wanted to update you on some of our reads because we know this is the time of year people like to read.
Yes.
So if you're looking for something to read, you might find one of our recommendations useful. So let's start with Christmas.
Okay. Do we want to start?
We have a couple of Christmas reads that we have done. And one of these ones we borrowed, which means we don't have the book here to show you anymore. But hang on, get rid of the. Yeah.
We're cheating.
So we're cheating.
Technology.
Here we go. As if we read the Kindle, but we very rarely read Kindles. Ebooks.
Not very much.
We like the real thing. Anyway, so this one is My Merry Mistake by Courtney Walsh. We have both read this one.
Recently, very recently.
Yes. So, do you want to give it some context?
It's actually the third book in a series. Each one's based around a different holiday about three heart sisters. The first one is Valentine's Day, second one's St. Patrick's Day or something, and this one's the Christmas one.
Right. And so it's called Holidays with Heart Romance, right? That's the series. It's by Courtney Walsh.
We've read them all.
We've read them all. We've enjoyed them all.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is not technically Christian fiction.
No.
I think this is general market, but this is Christian aligned, faith aligned.
Yeah.
However you want to say it. So it's also, kissing only books, sweet books. There's so many different phrases and they mean different things to different people.
Yeah.
But Courtney Walsh is a Christian, so she has done Christian fiction as well. So what did you think about this last one?
Well, the trope was he was a golden retriever and she was really grumpy, work only, I don't take holidays, which we had a slight problem with because she didn't really have reasons for that. I mean, we get sort of, but to the extent she was out was a little.
We'll get more. We'll go into that a little bit more. Yep.
Yeah, but no, it was actually, I did love it though. I really loved the guy Finn.
So golden retriever is a trope, right?
Yeah,
the golden retriever guy. If you know about this trope, let us know. And if you have other books that you've read that have that trope, please let us know in the comments below. It'd be great. So it's
golden retriever.
Which means what?
It's just the guy will love her no matter what, but he's really sweet about it too.
Slightly unrealistic in real life. There's no limit to I mean, there is usually a limit to how nice a guy will be if you're going to completely just push them away all the time, right?
Yeah.
So this is Grumpy Sunshine still.
Grumpy Sunshine.
So there's another trope, Grumpy Sunshine.
One of Courtney Walsh's favourites.
Favourite tropes.
She's written so many Grumpy Sunshines.
Okay. Including the previous book in this series.
Yeah. And possibly the one before that too.
But it was flipped. In the middle book, it was the girl was the sunshine and the guy was grumpy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so this is hockey romance, guys, as well, which is one of our favourite, if that's a trope.
I know.
we love our ice hockey. Coming from Australia where we've never seen an ice hockey match,
ever.
Ice is not a thing here, guys.
There is no ice.
We don't even... Very few places in Australia snow, so...
This is not one of them.
I went to America to see snow for the first time when I was 30-something, if that gives you any context. You haven't seen snow yet. Fate. Oh, you did. Sorry, she did. She went to the snow for her year 6 school excursion.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so this is the third. So this is the oldest sister, isn't it? So there are three sisters. This is Rhea. She's the oldest, and she's the, she's very much portrayed as the
organizer,
bossy, no fun older sister.
It's really weird. She really got all, like, three. With the three sisters, you got her all the way down this end. Eloise, the youngest, all the way down this end, which is so much fun.
Right, okay. So Eloise, totally not serious, all about the fun, not driven, not, a
little bit flighty.
Goal, All
and then she chucked Poppy in the middle, right in the middle.
Okay.
It's interesting.
Yep, so Rhea, the last one. So we love this series. The whole series is funny, right?
Yeah, she's a funny author.
It's good. It's really good for a laugh. It's really funny, and they all end up with ice hockey players
on the same team.
Which is interesting. Three sisters. But yeah, back to Rhea. She's so hardcore, firstborn. Now I can identify with her a lot because I'm firstborn. And I tick off a lot of those typical traits. The, driven, I was always accused of not being fun, even though I'm having fun. It just doesn't look like the way you're having fun. Sensible and bit bossy. Like, I identify with that.
Yeah.
But not to the extent that Rhea does.
It's interesting, yeah.
It's our only, thing that doesn't make sense about the novel. That we don't like, but didn't stop us enjoying the novel.
No, it didn't.
Yeah. From our point of view, she's so hardcore on this, so determined not to be vulnerable, not to have fun, that usually to be like that, you'd need an underlying reason. You'd be looking for a controlling parent.
Yeah.
You'd be looking for an abandonment issue.
Trauma,
basically. And she doesn't have those.
No.
Parents are quite lovely. Yes, they depended on her a bit to be sensible as the oldest child. That's very typical. But it doesn't justify the extent that she really dug her heels in this position. It was, yeah.
Did make it funny though, and I appreciated near the end, Finn, he'd been the golden retriever, everything's good, we're gonna have fun, and I'm just gonna love you anyway. But there was something that happened at the end that also made him a lot more real too, which was really good.
There is a depth to him.
Yeah.
So he wasn't missing a depth.
No.
And there was a reason as well. Now he does have a trauma.
He does. Which
drove him to this super positive view on life.
Yeah.
So, but there is a trauma that's caused that, and he has a really deep moment. So this is not superficial flighty stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not hardcore heavy. So Courtney really balances well the heavy stuff in there with the fun and the flow of the story and keeping it from being heavy.
Yeah.
And one of the things Courtney doesn't like doing is your big black moments.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah, she actually says she doesn't like doing it. Because we don't all want that in our life, Yeah. I guess she's writing to what she wants to read, which is what a lot of writers do. So we enjoy Courtney Walsh.
Yes.
We enjoyed that series.
We did.
It was great. It's a nice Christmas one if you're looking for Christmas.
Yep.
So that was My Merry Mistake and Courtney Walsh. Definitely. We highly recommend this book and the whole series. It's great.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the other Christmas book you read?
The other Christmas one was part of a series too, except this was the first one. It's Denise Hunter again. I brought up a lot of Denise Hunter.
So is this Falling Like Snowflakes?
Yeah. It looks very Christmassy. It's a Christmas set.
So that is the first in a series.
Yeah.
Now that looks very much like a standalone Christmas thing.
I know, right? I thought it was a standalone too. It's not. I'm actually reading the second book at the moment.
Yeah.
I just love my Denise Hunter.
So what's this one about? What's the context
This one,
here?
Denise she's not as light as Courtney Walsh. She does really deep. This girl, she has she's got a son, 5-year-old son, and she's basically on the run for some reason. But what I love about Denise is the way she gives hints, but she doesn't give information to overload us, and she lays it down really nicely. It's really good. And she's basically on the run for some reason, ends up stranded in this town where she ends up staying at a lodge with this guy named Beau.
Okay.
And yeah, it's basically her dealing with some of the trauma in her life, but like not just dealing with her personally. There's actually still legal stuff going on that she also has to deal with.
Okay.
And set around Christmas, but then it's also like a journey of trusting again.
Yep.
With Beau. Beau's a really lovely guy. Not quite golden retriever, but yeah.
But a calm to her storm sort of thing.
And bit of a protector for her and stuff.
Stabilizer.
Yeah.
So is this one Christian?
Yes, definitely. All Denise Hunter, very Christian. Yeah.
I think some of her newer stuff isn't. I think she writes almost general market.
I'm not sure.
But this was a little while ago, isn't it?
Yeah, I basically started at the start of where Denise Hunter started writing and making my way through.
So basically, she's discovered that she is a huge Denise Hunter fan, and so she's going through Denise's back catalogue, which is every author's dream.
Yeah.
That, someone finds you at your 20th book and decides to be a huge fan and goes and buys all your previous books.
Yeah, so, I've read, I think, almost 10 of her books this year.
Right.
And I only found her halfway through the year. So she's made up about more than 10% of my reads this year.
Right. Okay. Very good.
Some numbers for
you. So you like that one. So that's obviously, it's not as lighthearted and funny as like a Courtney Walsh. Yeah.
Doesn't mean I don't laugh sometimes. The situations they get themselves into can be kind of funny.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So that one's a series of 3 as well, except these ones are 3 brothers.
Okay. We gotta love series. We love family series.
Family series.
Just love it.
Yeah.
All right.
So that was Christmas. Yep.
Okay, so there were our Christmas reads at the moment. We did talk about It Shouldn't Be You by Jessica Wakefield last time. That's
I'm sure we did.
Christmas read. Yeah, we did. That's a Christmas read if you want. Okay, so what else?
Where are we going?
You've done a lot of Denise Hunter lately as well.
Oh, do you want to go to the next one? Another Denise?
Yes. Okay.
Another Denise. This one's the 4th one in a series, but I've read it recently, and I read the rest of the series. Took me a while to get to the 4th one. So, Driftwood Lane. My auntie said this was kind of a book where you either really like it or you kind of hate it.
Okay. And you?
No, I actually really enjoyed it.
Okay.
My auntie sort of had a problem with the main character, the girl. She's like, she wasn't a very nice lady. And I get it. She did kind of have a few moments where I'm like, well, that might need some therapy. But Denise Hunter always has at least one character who has a traumatic past.
Right.
Or bad parents or something. There's always at least one. And that's her in this book.
I mean, that's reality, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the girl in the book. And I actually really enjoyed this book. It taught me how to waltz. Because she had to learn how to waltz. Right. And it explained it. And I was there in my room holding the book, trying to do the same thing. Taught me how to waltz. So that was fun. It's basically about this girl who learns that her father has died. And his father got remarried after her and her mother. And he has 3 kids that are still kind of like tweens. And she now is the guardian of them. So she goes and has to look after them.
Right.
And there's this sort of like the plot with their uncle she was going to give the kids over to the uncle, but then the uncle never shows up. But then it's also kind of confusing because he actually did.
Is the uncle the wife's brother?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
The uncle is the wife's brother. So it's sort of interesting. I'm not sure if that's a spoiler. It kind of gets revealed really early in the book.
Okay.
But she doesn't know it. But the uncle's actually the guy she hired as the handyman to help fix up this B&B.
Sorry. I have a handyman love story in my life. That's real. Anyway.
I know, but what was interesting about this is I was there when I realized, wait, he's not going to tell her he's the uncle because he thought she was sketchy, so he's investigating her, basically. But I just thought it was funny. I'm like, so wait a minute, these kids, they're going to end up under the guardianship of their sister who's married to their uncle. That means if the sister and uncle have kids, they will both be nieces and cousins.
If you like this kind of complexity, then this sounds like the book for you.
Anyway, it was funny.
And if you don't like, maybe that's why Auntie said, You either love it or you hate it.
Yeah.
So, you know, that kind of complexity can turn some people off. Did she not like it so much?
She didn't like it so
That
much.
explains everything, because my sister doesn't like wrapping her head around that kind of complexity. So I can understand why she didn't really like that.
Yeah, and I get the woman had some issues, but I don't think it was too bad. And she worked through it, and maybe I'm just way too sympathetic. It's very rare that I find a book character that I go, no, I don't like them. I seem to just find a way to like them anyway.
Okay. That's your temperament too.
Yeah, it is. Oh yeah.
All right.
Yep, that was good.
That was good. So is there more Denise Hunter you've read?
Oh yeah, one more.
Since we got more. This is the Denise Hunter fan club right here, this episode.
No, we just need to get me and Auntie on. We'll talk forever.
Oh, yes. Well, we might do that at some point.
Okay. This one, I have the paperback. I did some working in the holidays, got a bunch of money, so I bought myself a Denise Hunter. And this one's Sweet Briar.
Oh, so those other ones are all borrowed.
Yes, those
Right.
are borrowed. This one's mine. My first owned. This is Sweet Briar Cottage. This one is a standalone.
That's a very pretty cover.
I know. I've been eyeing this one for a while.
Hmm.
So, this one's basically about this couple who were married and then they divorced. But then it turns out the divorce never went through.
So is this a second chance?
It's second chance. I've discovered I love second chances.
Okay.
Particularly ones like this, because what happened, it says on the back. So basically what happened is they go and they're like, oh, so we've got to fix this. They thought they've been divorced for a year and a half. They haven't. So she goes with the papers to get him to sign, and then they get stranded in a snowstorm in a cabin. And I'm like,
Isn't that another trope?
yes.
What do
And
you
I'm
call
like,
that?
I don't know.
I
Stuff.
don't know either. Okay.
Anyway, it just sounded like my kind of thing. I'm like, so they never actually got divorced, and now they're stuck together. That's awesome. So I read that, and it wasn't actually what I expected
Okay.
at all. I was expecting more arguments, but then also like this attraction they couldn't deny kind of thing.
Oh, right.
I don't know. Something like that. Sort of what I was expecting. But it was actually, she ended up with a lot more trauma than I expected. Again, I told you, at Denise Hunter, there's always one character that's pretty stuffed up. That's her. And it was basically him realizing that there was all this side to her he never knew about, and all this stuff he never knew about, and finding their way back to love, I guess, and
Okay.
her to healing.
Well, I like that. That's a lot better than, oh my, we hate each other, but we have this undeniable attraction.
I don't know.
Because I really don't support that, like, you know, as a long-term ethical, like, you know, moralistic point of view. It's certainly not a Christian, like, point of view.
Yeah, I know,
because,
right?
Yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah, I actually really loved it. It's one of my favorites, probably. And it is connected to a series. It's not part of a series, but it's connected to one. I haven't read it yet.
Okay. All right. I do like that cover. That's very pretty.
It's pretty.
Right.
Yeah.
When did that come out?
Knowing Denise, probably like 2014. Oh, 2017.
17. Okay.
17.
All right.
Yeah.
I really did like the covers from that era. That might be why I like that cover. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Did you have more?
Me? More?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I had one more, actually. It's not Denise this time,
Okay,
though.
cool.
Not Denise. Another one I borrowed from my auntie. It was fine. Betsy St, Amant, whatever that is. I don't try very hard.
Betsy St. Amant.
There we go.
If we say it confidently, it must be true.
Where I found you. First in the series again. I think this is a series of 4 now. They're just 4 guy friends. This is the first one. I haven't read the others
guy
yet.
friends. That's different. Yep.
Yeah, I know. What was the story in this one? It's like a Romeo and Juliet kind of thing.
Okay.
Because basically his grandfather died, and turns out he actually left him a bunch of money. But in order to get the money, he has to solve this entire mystery thing because his grandfather loved puzzles. And the twist is, he has to do it with his ex-girlfriend, who happens to be from the family his family hates.
Is that second chance as well?
Yeah. But also crossed with Romeo and Juliet.
Okay.
Kind of thing.
Rightio. So,
Yeah.
second chance and enemies to more, sort of.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
And then there's basically the mystery, you know, there's solving it to try and get the money because she needs the money, he needs the money. And then there's also like things to uncover about their family history and, you know, reasons why they hate each other, but then other things that went on the first time they were together that stopped them from being together. Things behind the scene that they didn't know about. So, yeah.
Okay. Christian?
Yes?
Yes?
I think so, yeah.
Yep. Okay. All right. So clearly not overly then.
No,
Not
I don't
heavy.
think so.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. All
Yeah.
right. And was there more that you read? Or is that what we're talking about?
No, the other ones I've been reading this holidays have just been rereads because it gets to the end of the year and I'm like, I just want to read something familiar.
Yeah.
I read The Christiansons again, which I read I read them every December. Susan May Were on the Christianson series. I've read it every December for the past
Our
3 years.
favorite family series. Like ever.
It's so dramatic though. Anyway, yeah, that and another Susan May Warren, you know, Wild Montana Skies. I've read that before, read that again. And yeah, just some rereads. Yeah.
Right. Okay. I just had a thought. I've just realised there's a couple of other books that we've read since that we haven't talked about.
Okay.
Yeah. Just hold on for 2 seconds. We're back. Did you miss us? We've gone so long. Okay. Funny, haha. Okay. So, what we've done so far is we have spoken, we've done some Christmas romances.
Yep.
Then what we've looked at is contemporary romances. Okay, so now we're going to dip into some historical.
Right. You can begin us now.
I have just finished this like literally last night. In fact, I was like, I'm going to bed now and I'm finishing this book tonight. Nobody disturb me. The Mapmaker's Secret by Jennifer Mistmorgan. This is World War II. And this is the second book in her series. So, Heart in the Clouds or something? This is the first one. Okay. So the first one had an Aussie pilot. They're all set in England. First one had an Aussie pilot. This one is an American military officer. He's not a pilot. And the female in here, Grace. So this is Grace and blank. Jack. Grace and Jack. Okay, Grace is from the WAFs, Women's Auxiliary something. Anyway, so she's British, he's American. She's in the first book as the best friend of the heroine in the first book.
So do you think there's going to be more to the series?
There is one more. There is one more after this.
Is it like 3 friends that are connected?
Yes. So the 3 girls that were in the WAF in the first book, yes. Yep. So it's those. So this is so good.
Better than the first one?
Yes, it is. The first one is good, different tone. This is really good because there's a lot of intrigue in this one.
Wow.
And it really keeps the story galloping along. So he's basically he's been assigned to a posting to spy on her because they think she's leaking information.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And of course he falls in love with her while he's doing it.
Of course.
So really good because there's a lot of intrigue. This is, I should also mention Australian author. Okay. Australian author. She's, yes, she's a friend. I know her. I've met her in person once. So Australian author. This is really good work. She's a Christian. It's very light on in the Christian theme. Okay. Really light on, but she's a Christian. These are basically Christian fiction, but really light on. But she has a past. Even though she is suspected of something, it's not that. Like she does have something to hide. There is a past. Okay. But what's changed her is that she did find faith. Earlier before the book, but that's the context of it. So she has a past, and it's it's not something you just flip over. It's a past. It's an embarrassing past. Yeah. A scandalous past, which I think it's good that Jen went there with the topic because it's real. It's real that we have pasts. Things in our past we're not proud of, that we're ashamed of, but she works through that. So I guess it's the next progression in her faith as well. There's this, you know, she works through that. So Jack is a widower.
I don't know why, but every time I hear widower, I'm just like, oh.
You don't like it?
I don't know. I can enjoy books with widowers, but just the thought of it for me just goes, oh.
So it doesn't elicit in you that very typical, oh, he must need me to like.
No, it goes,
yeah, okay.
Oh, he had someone else.
Ah, dear. So, yeah, really good. Really enjoyed this. Yeah, it grabbed me straight away. And I really just wanted to finish it. Like, yeah, excellent book.
Okay.
All right. What's historical that you've read?
Another Laura Frantz, another author I opened up this year, is The Seamstress of Acadie.
Mm-hmm.
So this one's one of her latest ones. 1754, Kentucky, Canada, kind of starts in Canada, ends in Kentucky. I
think I've spoken about this.
Yeah.
Did I speak about it? Yeah.
It was probably more than a month ago I've read this, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even remember what happened.
Anyway, she's read her second Laura Frantz, so we still like Laura.
I like Laura, but her first one was a lot better.
The one that you read first.
Yeah, because the first one I read happened to be the only one she's read written set in England and Scotland. And that really appealed to me. The rest of them were in Kentucky, which kind of disappoints me.
Well, Kentucky or Virginia, most of them.
It just kind of went, oh.
Okay.
Anyway, this one was, it was good. Other one was better.
I did talk about this in another podcast. I actually liked this because it was set in Canada in the beginning. I liked that different aspect of it. Yeah.
I don't even remember what happened.
Okay, rightio. Anyway, she did enjoy it. It just wasn't as good as The Rose and the Thistle, in her opinion.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's all the historical we've done. And now we want to talk about something
different.
This is different for Liana.
Different for me.
Yeah, she has not read this before. So this is biography, basically. Let's start with
I don't like biographies.
I want anyone watching, particularly, my age, I want you to tell me in the comments below if this book is familiar to you. All right?
Looks old.
It is old looking. And yes, The Cross and the Switchblade, David Wilkerson. This is something I read when I was 11 or 12. My mum gave this to me. Very powerful. The story of David Wilkerson, who gets called to go minister to New York gangs in the 60s. 50s, 60s. Okay. So hard hitting. There's a lot of it's in your face.
It's pretty.
Knowing what was going on in those gangs, and it just blows your mind, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, I suggested Liana read this. Please give her a round of applause because she read it, even though it looks like this. All right? Because even I'm not real keen to read it. All right? And look at that old style font and everything, small, that kind of old style. She read it.
Yeah.
She read it.
Well, I knew I had to read it. I picked it up and I knew I had to read it.
Oh, I see. Not because I told her to. She just...
I knew it.
Had to read it. Okay. So, now, we have the new edition. We bought the new edition because Liana also felt she wanted to give a copy of this book to one of her classmates.
Yeah.
And when I saw the new edition book, I was like, oh my gosh, I need that. So... Yeah,
it looks a lot better. Very recent, 2020. So this is really new edition.
So therefore, I reread it in this format. I actually have not read it for more than 20 years. It could even be 30, close to 30 years. I haven't read it.
It was really good because this one, written so much later, they actually added a bit at the end since then, and it talked about some of the characters and said what was happening a lot more recently.
Yeah.
Which was really good because there were some characters at the end of the book. When I read it, I was like, so what happened? This one explains a lot more. Yeah. Yeah, so it was good.
So yeah, true story. And tell me, what did you love about it?
I loved, well, to be honest, I loved the whole thing. I think I cried a few times. I just love the story of David and, like, the crazy things God did. Like, the little things, like, he didn't know where to go. He was just driving around New York City. And then he just pulled up somewhere random and ended up in front of this guy's house.
Yeah.
Like,
he was looking for some guy's house. He's got no one's told him anything.
no.
And he just thought, I'll drive to that area. And then he felt, oh, I need to pull over. So he just pulled over in the nearest car spot.
Yeah.
And it discovered he was right outside that person's house.
Like, you can't argue with that. This is a true story.
Yeah. This is a very faith-building story.
Oh, yeah. Reading that, and then later he opens a lodge for kids to come and stay and all of this stuff. And the fact that, what was it? They never asked, what was it? There was something about they never made any money, and how they got their food was really interesting.
Oh, yes. They never had more than a couple of $100 in the bank account.
Yeah. And they had to feed all these children. Yep. And they literally just prayed about it every day, and food would come out of nowhere. Yeah. Not literally nowhere, but yeah.
Yeah. It's incredible. I'm astounded with David's obedience to just go, and willingness to just, go with where he felt the Spirit leading him, and then just seeing that. Yeah,
he's dead now, by the way.
Yeah, because he was, this was in the late 50s. Mm. So, and then, the stories of the youths that he was ministering to and things, it's like, yeah. It's incredible. It's dark.
It is a little.
It's dark what these kids were going through.
But it's true.
But to be honest, I think a lot more kids go through that without being in gangs.
Yeah.
So I think it's still very relevant for today. Mm. And of course, the power of the Holy Spirit to reach people and change people's lives, that's never an old story. Mm. That's never out of date.
Where I cry with things like this is I always cry when people get saved.
Yep.
Like the gang members and stuff. I love those stories and stuff. That's when I cry. It's not when everything's sad and depressing.
No, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, who would you recommend that book to?
Oh, that's hard. Like, sometimes I'd say, people, who want a lot of faith encouragement and stuff. But sometimes I think it also can be good for someone who, like, knows God but also wants to know the power of God.
Yeah, who knows God and hasn't seen the power. I think that's true. I think it fits a lot of people. It was funny because Liana bought this book for a classmate. How did you phrase it when you said, because this person already reads a lot of biographies?
Yeah. I just said, would you be interested in reading a book about a country preacher who gets asked by God to preach to the gangs of New York City? That was literally all I said.
Yeah. And they said, yeah. See, I think this is where Liana is following my train of thought and my passion with books. We don't. This is not just a passive thing that we do. I see books as a ministry, as an opportunity to start conversations.
Yeah.
And you're understanding, you're sort of getting the feel of that, aren't you? And feeling the same thing. So, she's taken an opportunity here to put God in front of someone.
Yeah.
Who's probably, she's at a Christian school. Kids are exposed to God. It's not foreign. But, just inviting them into another conversation and opening their horizons, showing them more of God. And I think this is why we lend books to people. Even your Christian romance, okay, you can write that off as, yes, we do it for enjoyment.
It is fun.
But, you can reach other peoples and start conversation with them, particularly because in a Christian romance, the guys behave in there so much differently to a romance hero written from a worldly view.
Yeah, definitely.
And it gives them a taste. A taste of Christ's love, really. A taste. We're not saying because these guys are perfect, like whatever. They have their flaws and things, but in these romances there isn't that selfish and real physical driven desires of the worldly romance.
Yeah.
You know, if they're selfish in the Christian romance books, it usually gets dealt with. It usually gets called out and dealt with, like, you know, and they come around. So yeah, so this book, I have to admit, as I reread it, I'd forgotten a lot of the dark aspects to it. The you know, and I was like, oh crap. I thought, should Liana have given it to this kid? Should I have let Liana read this? And then I'm like, hang on a minute. What are the kids exposed to and talking about in the playgrounds? And like, you know, this is nothing to them, a lot of them. But do have that caveat as a parent, if you're not sure, read it yourself first before deciding to give it to your children, teenage children, or recommending it to someone. Just read it for yourself first. But I will have that caveat in there. There is, because it's real. Just think gangs, New York. We're talking drugs and sex and violence, right? So, you know, there's that happening. It's not glorified in there by any means, but it is, and it's not described in graphic detail, but it is mentioned because you need to know what these kids were dealing with, and because he does work through not just saving people, but freeing people from these things. The power of the Holy Spirit is really a central theme, and what they were really working with, particularly towards the end. So it wasn't just about saving, it's about freeing people from these things, addictions and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's it now. I think we've covered it. I don't think we need to dash off and get another book that we've forgotten. So just a reminder, like and subscribe if you like our stuff. Give us some we're looking for golden retriever, you know, because this was new to me. The words golden retriever was like, really?
You've probably read some without knowing.
I'm sure I have, but I hadn't heard that description of a character like that. I don't know that I'd want to read a lot of it, to be honest. I like a bit of, I don't know. Do I like a bit of pushback from Gus? Maybe I'm changing. Maybe I'm getting old and I don't. I don't know.
Anyway, well, we've been discussing our top 5 favorite books for the year.
Yes. And I don't think we're doing a podcast about it.
No.
But check out Instagram soon. We will be putting our 5 favorites each for the year very soon.
Footnote, I've read 90 books this year.
90.
Exactly.
Okay. 90. The year has got 36 hours left. Is that likely to stay 90?
Yes. I'm on my 90 number right now.
Oh, and you are going to be finished by?
I will be finished.
Right, 90. That's a very nice round number.
Yes, it is.
Mine is nowhere near that. I am never going to enter a contest for the most books read in a year. I read for enjoyment and when it fits around my lifestyle, because I'm a busy mother. So I've got lots of interests. So yes. All right, but well done. That's nearly 2 a week.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks for joining us, folks, and we'll see you in the next episode.